अनंत संसार समुद्र तार नौकायिताभ्याम गुरु भक्तिदाभ्याम वैराग्य साम्राज्यद पूजनाभ्याम नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम. That which is a boat which oars me across the infinite ocean of samsara, that which blesses me with a sense of devotion towards my Guru, and by worship of which I attain the dominion of renunciation, vairagya. Salutations to such sacred sandals of my revered Guru. The term Guru means one who dispels the darkness of ignorance. Gu means one who is beyond the attributes, gunas. Ru means one who is beyond the forms, rupas. Guru is the one who reveals the guri, the target, to the disciple. Guri or the goal here refers to the Atmic principle. Divine Discourse, 1997, July 20th. Now, let us hear the words, the gems of wisdom of a disciple, Swami Krishnanandaji Maharaj, who attained salvation at the feet of his Guru, Swami Shivanandaji. Swamiji says, behind the visibility of a Guru, there is an invisibility which is the real soul of the Guru. The Guru, the master, the spiritual preceptor or the divine presence is not to be regarded as an external reality in front of us, which we can photograph with a camera, that is, which we can see or measure or perceive in a form. It is the Master's presence which overcomes us, which overwhelms us, rises above us, transcends us, engulfs us, and includes us in its presence. The Guru is a spiritual presence. The spirituality implied in the presence of the Guru makes the Guru a presence that involves us in total existence. The Guru is above us. The aboveness of the Guru or the spiritual presence, not to confuse with the form of the Guru. The aboveness of the Guru or the spiritual presence is a proper explanation of why the Guru is not merely an external personality. A Guru or a master, a spiritual presence representative of the God Almighty, being transcendent, involves us in its or his presence. When we, the disciples, really surrender to our Guru, the Guru enters us. Why Guru is not external? Because any external thing cannot enter us, because externality keeps the two terms in relation apart from each other. A Guru can enter because he is a spiritual existence, much and far beyond his name and his form and his appearance. So the Guru is not such a term of relation which is purely outside in space and time. Here is the essence of the spirituality behind the Guru, who does not exist merely as a person before us. What Swamiji emphasizes is Guru is not a human being in form. If he is seen in form, then he can be judged based on each one's thought process, each one's perception, or how each one is seeing or looking at him and thinking about him based on his external appearance and based on his external nature, whatever they perceive. Though in the earlier stages, surrender to Guru in form helps a disciple to tame his arrogance, his ego, and to open his heart and mind to absorb Guru's teachings. As the disciple matures in the Guru Shishya Parampara, he realizes that Guru is beyond what is seen with physical eyes. He is essence, he is spirit, he is God's spirit, which is present only for the evolvement of disciple. Now, from the disciple, let us move to his master's gospel. A few extracts from Guru Bhakti Yoga written by Swami Shivanandaji. It's a huge treatise in itself. It's a yoga in itself. We are just taking some glimpses relevant from that massive treatise, Guru Bhakti Yoga. When he writes on the sadhana of Guru Bhakti Yoga, Master writes, Guru Bhakti Yoga is the transformation of the ego sense, which consists in transmutation of individual feeling, individual willing, individual understanding, individual determining into infinite consciousness. Guru Bhakti Yoga is a method of strict discipline achieved through the grace of the Guru. He who practices the Guru Bhakti Yoga without any imperfection or in the other way, he who is practicing without ethical perfection, without devotion to Guru, cannot obtain the grace of the Guru. On the principle of adaptability with the Guru, Maharaj writes, adaptability is a rare virtue or noble quality by which the disciple adapts or fits himself with his Guru, whatever his nature may be. The disciple must know how to adapt and adjust with the Guru. Humility and obedience are necessary for developing the Guru Bhakti. Writing on complete surrender, Swamiji writes, an earnest and a sincere disciple gives his whole heart and soul to the service of his preceptor. Disciple must be ever grateful to his Guru who has shown him the path to peace. An ungrateful disciple is a miserable wretch on this earth. His lot is pitiable, lamentable, and deplorable indeed. On God realization through the grace of Guru, Swamiji writes, God realization cannot be attained by discourse, nor by intelligence, nor by profound study, nor by charity or austerity. It can be realized by him who has got the grace of Guru. It is through the grace of Guru alone that an aspirant can stick to the spiritual path and can break all kinds of ties and all kinds of attachments. The disciple who is full of egoism and who will not listen to the words of the Guru will be destroyed ultimately. Destroyed means destroyed in spiritual path. There is no hope of overhauling the old vicious samskaras without the help of a satsanga with the Guru. Again, going back to the disciple, Swami Krishnananda, he is answering few important questions related to Guru-disciple association. So we will first read the question and the answer. Question. What is the relationship between a Guru and a disciple? Swamiji. A Guru is one who initiates a person into the technique of God realization and guides the student continuously as long as it is necessary for the purpose of carrying on this technique of meditation of God realization. Actually, Guru does not mean a person who just teaches something. He is not merely connected with the learning. His connection is with the Spirit of God, finally. Question. In my own experience, for me, that has been very true. I was interested about people that are enlightened, saints like Krishnamurti and Ramana Maharishi, and even the Buddha. But they did not have gurus. Answer. Everybody has a guide. None did suddenly crop up from the ground. They had leaders, guides, whether you know them or not. Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the great saint of India, had a guru. Why should he have a guru? He is a master himself, and he was the guru of so many people. Yet, he also had a guru for some good reason. Even Christ had a guru. Krishna had a guru. They were great masters and still they were learned under some teacher. When you have attained almost a state of perfection, then of course there is no need of a guru. But who can say that you have attained that state of perfection or you are nearing that state of perfection? If you think you have neared that state of perfection, are you sure that it is the self that is proclaiming or your subtler ego which is proclaiming that you have neared that state? It is the Guru who has to tell you. Everybody is on the path only. So, it is better to have somebody who is superior. If you think that there is nobody superior to you in the whole world, then you do not require a guru. But if you think that there are people in the world who are superior to you, then they will be your guru. Visitor, yes, I understand, Maharaj. Swamiji. If you say that there is nobody superior to you, then you are the guru yourself. But you cannot say that you are the most superior. How is it possible? You have to be humble. When your guru is with you, it is not his body talking to your body. It is not your body listening to his body. Very, very important. Very important. It is consciousness in you appreciating the manner in which Guru's consciousness operates. It is conversation between two terms of consciousness, and they can be perpetually there even if the visibility thereof is not there. That is, even after the Guru's physical form passes away. Question. This question is for everybody, Swamiji, not only for me. It will be in the context of disciples, not only seekers and devotees who are not in the physical proximity of Guru, all seekers. Swamiji, the disciple is not in the physical proximity of a Guru. Disciple, some are in the proximity of Guru, but for those who are not in the proximity of the Guru, can the Guru know what is happening to them? Swamiji, why this question? What happened? Disciple, anything very serious in his life, because he has total faith in the Guru who is omnipresent. Can such seriousness be prevented by the Guru? Is he aware what is happening? My question is whether the Guru is aware of it or not. Swamiji. The happenings in one's life are not the creation of Guru, nor is he responsible for it. Whatever happens to you is because of the impact created by whatever you thought and did in your previous life. Now you want to say that the actions that you did in the previous life should not produce their effect. The disciple is almost adamant. She is asking, no, does the Guru know? Is he aware that is happening? Very pinpointed question. Again, Swamiji is answering in a mysterious way. If he knows, in what way you are benefited by that? Question again. I want to know if he knows. Clear. Answer me. Objective, yes or no. Now, Swamiji is explaining. If your heart is absolutely united with the soul of the Guru, he will respond, he will guide, and he may even mitigate certain adverse consequences of the impact of past karmas, though he cannot remove it. For instance, when a doctor performs a surgery, there is a pain whenever a limb is cut off, but the pain is mitigated by an anesthesia. So, God or Guru, whosoever it is, may act as an anesthesia when some unpleasant experiences have to be passed through, but they cannot stop your experiences. This will have to be experienced. You will have to pay for whatever you have done in the past. The Guru is not an anatomical framework of a person that you are seeing with your eyes. It is the life that is operating through that frame of body. Otherwise, what is the difference between Guru and disciple? Both are physically the same, anatomically the same, physiologically the same. They eat the same food, they breathe the same breath, and have same normal experiences. But what is the difference? The difference is that there is a light which inundates the Guru's personality, which is not so pointedly present in other people. The Guru is consciousness operating as a mentor or as a guardian angel. You say sometimes that a great man is coming. When you say this, it does not mean that a great body is coming. The greatness of a person does not lie in the length and breadth of the body, nor in the features of the body, not in his features, not in his physical form. It depends upon the consciousness that is operating inside. The greatness is the intensity of consciousness radiating in a person. Now, let us toggle between the Guru and the Shishya. Having got a great awakening on the Guru disciple association till now, let us now get to the most important subject again from Guru Bhakti Yoga. Swamiji from Ananda Kutir writes, what is the subject? Very important. Stumbling blocks on the path in the Guru Bhakti Yoga, or on the path in a Guru Shishya Parampara. What are the blocks? Self-sufficiency, self-justification, vanity, self-conceit, self-assertion, procrastination, obstinacy, fault-finding, evil company, dishonesty, arrogance, lust, anger, greed, and egoism are the great stumbling blocks on the path of Guru Bhakti Yoga, writes the Master. These are the most stumbling blocks in Guru Bhakti Yoga: self sufficiency, self assertion, self justification. Then comes procrastination. Then comes the negative aspects of fault finding, dishonesty, arrogance, etc. in a disciple. All these things will pull away the disciple from the Guru Bhakti Yoga or from the Guru Shishya Parampara slowly, 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 slowly. This drawing away from Guru, it does not happen in a stroke. Like those typical insects which slowly, slowly, slowly eat the wood in our furniture. Deemak, what we say in Hindi. It does not happen overnight. It's a gradual process. Similarly, the disciple, when he is self-assertive and he thinks, now I have known everything. Or the disciple, when he slows down in the Guru Shishya Parampara, procrastination. Or, like Paramahamsa Yogananda said in the first session, the rope on one side, I am there, on the other side, the world is there to pull you. When the disciple slowly, after having stayed in the Guru Shishya Parampara for some time, some years, when the disciple strays away and is again caught by lust, anger, dishonesty, all these things. The last part explained by Swamiji. In all these situations, these are the stumbling blocks in a Guru Shishya Parampara, in the Guru Bhakti Yoga, says Swamiji. So let us see the two extremes. One extreme is that after being in the path for some time, for some years, when the disciple does not get, does not progress to the extent he feels he should have progressed, he does not get the glimpse of self frequently, then procrastination sets in. Then his Shravana Manana Nididhyasana process gets slowed down. And as one gets slowed down in the Nididhyasana, in the constant meditation, contemplation, absorption of Guru's teachings, the world on the other side of the rope, the world is waiting to consume him, to swallow him, suited booted. What is the only safeguard or the karna's kavacha, what we say? What is the kavacham? What is the protection from the world's call? It is the teachings of a realized master, dead or alive. When the disciple sincerely, seriously understands the Guri, Swami told Guri, God realization. Guru is the one who teaches you, who takes you to the Guri, said Swami. Only the constant Shravana Manana Nididhyasana process is the kavacham, is the protection against the call of the samsara, call of the world to get into the realm of darkness. In Shiva Rahasya, we said, realm of darkness, ignorance. And with that ignorance comes what? Swamiji said towards the end, lust, anger, greed, etc. The other extreme level where the Shishya slows down is that the Shishya starts few glimpses. The Shishya thinks that he has got everything. He will share with you. Towards the 2007 2008, when he started getting several glimpses, 8 or 9 maybe, he shared about this with a very scholarly devotee who stays in Puttaparthi. He went and shared all these things with him. At that time, that scholarly devotee maybe realized, don't know, said, Satya, don't bother about all these things. Don't even think about all the glimpses which you are getting. Just progress ahead. At that time, it was not convincing. Later on, he was convinced. Yes, when we start getting glimpses, when we get spiritual advancements, spiritual experiences, one book is written by Swami Shivananda. He has that. You should just ignore the few glimpses or the few sparks which you are getting, because when you think about it too much, it can slow down the process of God realization. You should march ahead, and you should not think too much about the little glimpses which you are getting. Which, if you think too much about that, then what will happen? Swamiji says self-sufficiency, self-assertion, self-justification will set in. Then it's a problem. So it is two extremes. One is either I am self-sufficient now, I can meditate myself, I am getting glimpses, I do not need a guru anymore. One side. On the other side, a disciple is pulled by his mind senses to the other objects, other venues of satisfaction, which are basically things which satisfy his ego. He slowly leaves the Guru and his teachings, the path, the Guru Shishya Parampara. In both these scenario, one thing has to be observed. Observed is his mind, the disciple's mind has started playing. Two things should be permanent. Note down, list down in a diary after this session. Those who are sincerely striving to attain God realization, note down. You are endowing yourself with the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, viveka vairagya shat sampat mukshatva. One thing, being blessed to get a guru, and then the second thing, one is sadhana chatushtaya, second is after having got the guru, completely surrendering your mind at the feet of guru, or to the spirit of guru, leave alone the feet, leave alone the form, to the essence of guru. These two things permanent. The impact of the sadhana chatushtaya, mumukshatva lit up like the ever burning light in Shirdi. The mumukshatva should never get extinguished, and the surrender of the devotee's disciples' mind to the essence, to the tatwam of Guru, to the essence of Guru, these two things should be permanent. If a disciple or if a spiritual seeker is very, very, very serious about realizing God now, this birth. If you lose the mumukshatva fire, or if your surrender to the Guru Tattvam is not total, then there is a lot of chance that you will stray away in the path, and the world is ready to pick you up and then swallow. And then you have to start from the beginning again. Purpose of human life, from there to sadhana chatushtaya, to all karma, all everything. Maybe this birth may not be possible. Next birth, start. In the next birth, if you get stuck up, if your mind does not surrender to the Guru Tattvam, then again next birth. And for the mind straying away, the master, Maharaj himself, gives the solution when he writes, annihilate the fluctuating potency of the mind through ceaseless practice of Guru Bhakti Yoga. When the dissipated rays of the mind are collected by the practice of Guru Bhakti Yoga, you can work wonders. Guru Bhakti Yoga cult greatly stresses upon the service of Guru for obtaining the purity of heart, to meditating and realizing. Serving the essence of Guru. If you are not able to serve the Guru in form, due to the environment, due to the situation, due to whatever it is, serving, praying, and surrendering to the essence of Guru. It is to be noted, why a master, Shivanandaji, should write a huge treatise on the Guru Bhakti Yoga. Or why Krishnanandaji Maharaj says that even for Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, even for realized masters, how do you know that they did not have a Guru in this birth or previous birth? Everybody has a guide, Guru. Every master has written or spoken abundantly on Guru. But one thing has to be very clear in a seeker's mind. No realized master will have even the least idea of imposing himself upon his disciple by asking him to serve him, to prostrate to him, to be ever under him. When he teaches all these things, a realized master will have zero identification of himself as a guru, teaching his disciple to follow him obediently, to surrender to him, etc. In the path of jnana, a guru is left with no alternative to lay emphasis on the Guru Bhakti Yoga, to lay emphasis on surrendering to Guru, because in the path of jnana, in the path of wisdom, without surrendering one's ego, progress is not possible. So the Guru teaches these things Initially, what Yukteswar did to Mukunda Paramahamsa Yogananda, in the initial years, he made him slog in kitchen in the ashram. He made him work like anything. And in the initial stages, maybe the disciple may have to serve the master physically, press his legs, take care of his routines, take care of his food, and even uh, help him when he sleeps. All these things are, does a guru need this? No. All these things bring in that attitude of surrender within the disciple. Once that he reaches a matured level in that attitude of surrender, then the surrender or serving to the form and name is not vital, though it may happen as a continuation of the previous this thing, but that is not vital. What is vital is surrendering to the essence spirit of Guru. The essence of Guru means the essence of Guru, as adequately explained in the early first half. The Guru, essence of Guru as tatwam, Guru tatwam is not outside you at all. The Guru may be in his form, but the Guru in essence work in you inside. He is in you. He is not outside. An old proverb of India, it says, and also he has also given this in few sessions. There are hundreds of thousands of teachers, but it is hard to find one disciple. Even Swami said in a discourse in Prashanti Nilayam, I am still waiting to find ideal 10, 20 disciples. If I get ideal 20 disciples, with them, through them, I can transform the world. Swami has said this. He has read these lines of Swami. So there is no scarcity of guru, there is scarcity of an ideal disciple. Attainment of spirituality has to be the attitude of the disciple. When the right attitude is there, illumination comes easily. What does the disciple need in order to receive the truth? The great sages say that to attain the truth, it takes but the twinkling of an eye. Ashtavakra Gita, having raised your leg and put on the other side of the horse before you put the second feet on the thing, you will attain. It is just question of knowing. The dream breaks. How long does it take? In a second, the dream is gone. When the illusion vanishes, how long it takes? Just the twinkling of an eye. Yet, why it seems so difficult to realize this self-evident truth? Ages and ages pass before we begin to catch the faint glimpse of it. Yet, Most of us remain the same all through life. We never change. We cling to untruth. We turn our back on the truth. We do not want to attain the truth. We do not want anyone to break our dream. If our dream is broken, we will realize what we are. We will realize the dream, which is our life all through. Our life is a dream. When it is broken, then our limited form body identity goes, and we realize that whatever I was seeing about me, about my life, is a dream which is never true. What is true? I am I. That is the truth. It is not easy to be a disciple. Great preparations are necessary. Many conditions have to be fulfilled up after the sadhana chatushtaya. Of course, after sadhana chatushtaya, all these things will flow automatically. Let us look at few important conditions which have to be fulfilled by the disciple before we end today's satsang. The first condition is that the student who wants to know the truth must give up all desires for gain in this world or in the life to come. First condition, give up your desires. Here itself, the student finds it difficult, so he leaves the path after 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. How to give up desire? I am born with desire. I am a symbolism. I am a complete personification of desire. How do I leave desires? Let me leave Guru. That is more easy. The disciple says. The truth is not what we see. What we see is not truth as long as any desire creeps in the mind. God is true and the world is not true. So long as there is in the heart the least desire for the world, truth will not come. Let the world fall to ruin around my ears. I do not care. The disciple should say, I do not care for anything in this life, nor for all the heavens that have ever existed. I do not care to go to any of them. I do not want this sense, life in any form. This identification of myself with the body as I feel now. I am this body, this huge mass of flesh. I refuse to believe this. First condition. Second condition, disciple must be able to control the internal and the external senses and must be established in several other spiritual virtues. The external sense are the visible organs situated in different parts of the body. The internal senses are intangible. We have the external eyes, ears, nose, etc. And we have the corresponding internal senses, karma indriyas and jnana indriyas. We are continually at the beck and call of both this group of senses. Corresponding to the senses are the sense objects. Just think what we have become. We have bound ourselves. I have eyes. Anything going on, good or bad, I must see. It is the same with hearing. If anyone speaks unpleasantly to me, I must hear it. My sense of hearing compels me to do so, and how miserable I feel. Curse or praise, man has got to hear. I have seen many deaf people who do not usually hear, but anything about themselves, They always hear. What a spiritual seeker in this situation should say to himself or should say to his mind: You are mine. I am your master. I order you. Do not see or hear anything. And the mind will not see or hear anything. No form or sound will react on the mind. In that state, the mind has become free of the domination of the senses, has become separated from them. No longer is it attached to the senses and the body. The disciple says to the mind, Do not smell, and the mind does not perceive the fragrance. When you have arrived at that point, you are just beginning to be a disciple. That is why when everybody says, I know the truth, they have to examine. If you know the truth, you must have self-control. And if you have control of yourself, show it by controlling yourself, sense organs. When Sri Ramakrishna fell ill, a Brahmin suggested to him that he apply his tremendous mental power to cure himself. He said that if my master would only concentrate his mind on the diseased part of the body, it would heal instantly. Ramakrishna answered, What? Bring down that mind which I have given to God to cure this little body? He refused to think of the body and illness. His mind was continuously conscious of God. It was dedicated to him utterly. He would not use it for any other purpose. Craving for health, wealth, long life, etc. All these things are only illusion. We have these dreams and illusions in life, and we want to have more of them in the life to come in heaven. More and more illusion. Resist, not evil. Face it. You are higher than the evil. The disciple says, Let the miseries of the world come to me. I shall endure them all. Let all others go free. Next qualification, the disciple must have faith in the Guru. The relationship with the Guru is the greatest in life. The disciple says, My dearest and nearest relative in my life is my Guru. Next to my mother, next to my father, Mata Pita Guru. My first reverence is to the Guru. The father and mother give me this body, but the Guru gives me rebirth in the soul. The great souls are shining lights from the beginning. Those who have come in contact with the great souls have, as it were, their own lamps lighted. By this, the first lamp does not lose anything, yet it communicates its light to other lamps, the Guru lamp, disciple lamp. A million lamps are lighted, but the first lamp goes on shining with undiminished light. The first lamp is the Guru, and the lamp that is lighted from it is the disciple. These great ones, whom you call incarnations of God, are mighty spiritual giants. They come and set in motion a tremendous spiritual current by transmitting their power to their immediate disciples, and through them to generation and generation of disciples. So the disciple says, I bow to the Guru who is embodiment of the bliss divine, the personification of the highest knowledge and the giver of the greatest beatitude, who is pure, perfect, one without a second, eternal, beyond pleasure and pain, beyond all thought and all qualification, transcendent. Such is the reality of the Guru. No wonder the disciple looks upon him as God himself and trusts him, reveres him, obeys him, follows him unquestioningly. This is the relation between the Guru and the disciple. Again, stressing again and again, initially the relationship between the disciple in form and the Guru in form. Very soon, as the disciple matures, both the forms should go. What Krishnananda Ji Maharaj said, it is consciousness communicating with consciousness. That stage the disciple should reach. Neither should he have his body consciousness, nor he should have the body consciousness of his guru. Even if one remains, it is a disaster. All reverence, all serving, all prostrations, all faith, all obedience, all trust is to the essence of the Guru, not only the form. Forms will go. Swami's form has gone. And when you when the disciple keeps his focus on the physical identity of the Guru, the mind is very, very deceptive, because the Guru may be eating, think, go walking, dressing, and speaking like a normal person. So once the disciple focuses on the form of the Guru, the mind can mislead the disciple, and it may end up seeing the Guru as a normal person. Go beyond the form, focus on the essence of the Guru. Guru Tatwam is the subject of the satsang. First, he made the thumbnail significance of Guru. Then he erased it. He said Guru Tattva. The essence of the Guru will keep communicating with you forever, even after the Guru's form is dead. He is gone. Because it is consciousness. Consciousness is always within. Chaitanyam is always within. Guru is that consciousness. When you are focused on the Guru Tattvam, the essence of the Guru, then that such a disciple can never disrespect the Guru even in form. All the disaster is when the disciple proceeds, and keeps on proceeding only on the form of the Guru, on the apparent existence of the Guru. Focus on what he has given to me, what teaching he has given to me, for what he has been struggling all these years, for what he has been striving all these years, day and night, to teach me. He is there to teach me without a break, relentlessly, for what? For breaking the duality between him and me, and merging my essence with his essence. That is the spirit of the Guru. Ignore the limitations of the Guru. Go by what he is teaching you, what he has given you. Last condition is the disciple must fulfill this condition. This condition is to conceive an extreme desire to be free, mumukshutva. Desire is never satiated by enjoyment. Enjoyment only increases desire. As butter fed into fire increases the fire, says Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9. Desire is increased by desire. Knowing all this, people still plunge into it all the time. Life after life, they have been going on after the objects of desire, suffering extremely in consequence, yet they cannot give up desire. What is to be desired? All other desires have to be renounced, with only one desire left out, to be free. Last condition is the discrimination from of the real from the unreal. Sadhana Chatushtaya is being put in practical terms. In terms which a disciple should practice, not learn as a theory of Sadhana Chatushtaya, but should practice in reality. There is only one thing real, God. All the time that mind should be drawn onto Him, dedicated to Him. God or self. God exists, nothing else exists. Everything else comes and goes. Any desire for the world is illusion, because the world itself is unreal. An unreal substance can never lead you to real. A perishing, transient world cannot give you permanent, everlasting realization of you as self. More and more, the mind must become conscious of God alone until everything else appears as it really is. Everything appears unreal. Eradication of desires, sense control, faith in Guru, craving desire for liberation, and realizing that everything else is unreal. Only God or self is real. And I want only that which is real. I do not seek anything which is unreal. These are the conditions which one who wants to be a disciple should fulfill. Without fulfilling them, he will not be able to come in contact with the true Guru. So, in essence, out of the sadhana chatushtaya, almost the entire sadhana chatushtaya is subtly covered in these 4-5 conditions. Discrimination between real and unreal, viveka, sense control, all these things comes under Shat Sampat. Craving desire for liberation, mumukshatva. Vairagya, not as a condition, but on while talking on the sense control and desire, he has spoken enough about Vairagya when he said, I don't want anything or anything of this. So let the sadhana chatushtaya not remain in the text, in the theoretical intellectual learning. Put them into daily practice. Validate your daily life in the light of these few conditions drawn from sadhana chatushtaya and given to you in practical terms. Without fulfilling them, one cannot find a true guru. And even if he is fortunate enough to find him, he will not be quickened by the power that the guru may transmit. He may not be able to catch that power, that consciousness that guru essentially is. There cannot be any compromising of these conditions. With the fulfillment of these conditions, with all these preparations, the lotus of the disciple's heart will open and the being shall come in. The bee shall come in. The bee that comes into the lotus of the disciple's heart is the Guru Tattva. And as Yukteswar said, the Guru Tattvam will say, come on, I am taking you over. I will work on you. Then the disciple knows that the Guru was within himself. He opens out, he realizes, he crosses the ocean of life, goes beyond. He crosses the terrible ocean. That is what is covered in the last two blog posts. And in mercy, without a thought of gain or praise, he in turn helps others to cross. Without getting into the depth of this satsang and without absorbing and getting into our nerves, our cells, our very identity of the significance of the Guru's essence, which is only consciousness, nothing else. Go beyond the form of Guru. Go beyond the form of yourself. Go for a moment, go beyond all your limitations and try to grasp this truth that I am consciousness, my Guru is consciousness. And unless and until in at least in my moments of Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and if I am truly engaging myself in Shavana, Manana, Nididhyasana, then the impact of that sincere Nididhyasana should drive my life throughout in my waking state. All that I should strive is to realize my Guru as consciousness and nothing less than that, and allow that consciousness to enter me, to rule me, to guide me, to instruct me, to scold me, to hug me, to embrace me, so that all the dirty things which are covering, veiling my true identity as consciousness, let them get burnt, let them get burnt in the light of consciousness, or the light which my Guru actually is. Let my Guru consciousness work through me, work in me, to lit up me, my real identity, consciousness. Go beyond Guru, go beyond yourself, consciousness, illumining consciousness, and that sincerity should be there to absorb that consciousness, Guru, tatwam, so that ultimately me, the consciousness, get illumined and I exist as what Shivarahasya first initial verses as light, supernal light. Hari Om Tat Sat.